Applications of radical equations. In example 1, two friends share a paper route. Sheena can deliver the papers in 40 minutes. Jeff can cover the same route in 50 minutes. How long to the nearest minute does the paper route take them if they work together? So, of course, it's going to take less time. So we know our answer is going to be less than 40 minutes. It's not the same time frame, so we can't just take the average of the two. So I set up a table to follow to help us. So we're going to look at the time to deliver the paper in just minutes for Sheena, Jeff, and if they work together. So if Sheena takes 40 minutes, so we're going to write 40, Jeff takes 50. Our goal is to figure out how long it takes together. So we're going to put that as X. That's what we're going to look for. Then we're going to compare it to 1 minute. So we can compare fraction of work done in 1 minute. So if Sheena takes 40 minutes, after 1 minute, she's done 1/40th of the job. She's done 1 minute out of 40 minutes. Jeff then therefore would be done 1 minute out of 50 minutes. So together, the same pattern, it would be 1 out of X minutes. How do we then apply this to the fraction of work done in X minutes, or when the job is done? Well, the job would be done when we have this equal to 1. So, if the answer was 10, we'd have 10 minutes over 10 minutes. So we know that we want the numerator, or this to equal 1 rather. So we're going to times the numerator by X, because that would give us X over X, which equals 1, which means the job is done. So if that's the case, we're going to do that in each case. We're going to times that by X to make that X over 50. We're going to times this by X to make this X over 40. Now we have equations that we have our rational expressions in. So we can go X over 40 plus X over 50 equals 1. I could have technically also just used these fractions and went 1 over 40, 1 over 50 equals 1 over X, but you're going to see these tables set up in your questions, so we're going to follow this example. Now we're ready to solve. There's no NPVs in my equation because I don't have any variables in the denominator, so I'm going to multiply both sides by the lowest common denominator. So 40 times 50, we're going to use the common denominator of 200. So we're going to multiply that. We're going to get 5x plus 4x equals 200, so 9x equals 200. Divide by 9, and x is equal to 200 over 9, which if you put into a calculator to make a little more sense of that with our time frame would be 22.2 repeating minutes. Okay, so let's read our units and stuff. So how long to the nearest minute? So we want to make sure we write a sentence. So it takes 22 minutes if they work together. Now that makes sense because it's close to what the average of this could be.